What's up, airplane collectors? Welcome to Massive Unboxing 7. I'm your host, Ray. Today, I'll be unboxing my latest set of model airplanes. It's nowhere near as many as previous Massive Unboxings. Honestly, I just want to call this Massive Unboxing 7 as an excuse to record my reaction to opening this, frankly, big set of model airplanes. And it's not the quantity that's big, it's the planes themselves that are quite big. There's a few 1 to 200 scales in there that I'm very excited for, and there's also a few honorable mentions that I want to bring in at the end of the video. Also, I don't think I should be doing this right now, considering that it is about 20 minutes to midnight. I should probably be asleep. I had a long day at work, but instead we're doing this. This is going to be a pretty casual video. I'm not reading off of a script, so I'm coming up with everything as we go. This is more of a reaction video rather than a thorough review that you guys are used to, so just want to give you guys the heads up. Enough chit chat though, let's get straight into it. This is going to be a pretty long video, so sit back, relax. Here we go. So here's my hobby knife, and I'm going to cut this thing open. So this set of models comes in from Jet Collector in California. Shout out to them. They always, they're a bit more expensive when it comes to ordering models, but they do offer a loyal customer discount, and their service is pretty top-notch, so that's why I still order from them. Oh, there's my invoice. Has some information that you guys do not need to see. Alright, so first two. Of course, they packed the 400 scales first. Alright, so here are the first two models. Got two Delta MD-88s. So here, I'm going to pause the camera, set the box aside, or actually, no, here, I'll just get out all of the models right as we go. Oh, okay, This is where things get fun. So, to start up the 1 to 200 scales, this is the one I'd argue I'm most excited for. The In-Flight 200 United Airlines Boeing 767-300ER. And wow, it's a 200 pieces limited edition. Wow, that is rather low in my experience. From what I know, most model airplane manufacturers, they make like 400 or 500 pieces of each model, depending on popularity and whatnot. But yeah, 200 it's a bit on the lower side, so that's cool. And I'm also looking forward to this one very much because I have another model that I brought up back in January that I can do a comparison with. So stay tuned for a interesting episode of Model Airplane Showdowns. Now the next one here is, here it is. The Gemini 200 Delta Airlines Airbus A321 in the 100-year anniversary livery. So of course I got that one, and those of you guys can figure out what the next one is. Here's the big guy. Oh my god, yeah, this is going to be the biggest one. It's the Gemini 200 Delta Airlines Airbus A350 in the 100-year anniversary livery. So I'm just going to unbox the models in that order. There's nothing else in the box. And then I'll bring in my honorable mentions, and that will be that. Alright, so first up we have not one, but two 1 to 400 scale Delta Airlines McDonnell Douglas MD-88s, I believe. Yeah, these are the first MD-88s in my collection. And this is a kind of sentimental airplane for me because I actually got the opportunity to fly on 4 of these when I was really young. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but realizing now that the Mad Dog is retired, it's really cool that I got that experience. And I also got to fly in 2 Delta MD-90s in 2019, so I got both of the Mad Dogs that Delta still had. It was I got JTD-8 treatment, and then I got IAE V25000. I don't know it was just IAE engine treatment. You know, the different engines on the MD-88 and MD-90 respectively. What is going on behind me? Oh yeah, by the way, I am filming in my basement, so if you guys hear like appliances and stuff going off, I really don't have control over that. Okay, so there's the model. There's the CRP code. What is this? Okay. This is to certify the release of this model was promoted by collectors. Oh, no way! So this is like an authenticity card. So NG Model, they have their wish list program where collectors can submit requests and wishes for the model airplanes that they want. I've submitted a few of my own. I've talked about them on the channel before. But evidently this one was released because of that wish list, and that's what the certificate denotes. And then this is the CRP card. But yeah, that is really cool. Alright, let's see the model, how it turned out. Please don't be broken or defective. It's a very hard ask from NG these days, but you never know. Oh, and this is also my first time experiencing the 1 to 400 scale MD80 family tooling from NG. Alright, so there it is. Let me move all the packaging out of the way. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. From the looks of it, it looks really nice. Let me get my pointer in case I need to point anything. Yeah, so let me get a good look around the model here. Let's do a quick 360. This isn't a review per se, but I'll still do it anyway. Very nice, very nice. So I'm gonna get up close, see the nose shape. Nose shape looks decent. The detail up here looks all right. Yeah, the wheel rolls. They even have that little strake here. It's painted. It's painted like a silver color. It's not supposed to be like that, is it? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be painted white. I could be wrong though. I mean, either way, it looks cool. I do like the silver. There's like cockpit windows. Nice. Okay, so I'll move down the fuselage, and yeah, I don't see any imperfections. Let's move on to the wings. The wings look fantastic. Look at the different paint colors. I love the different paint colors. That looks so good. Then, of course, towards the engines back there, those loud JT 8Ds, those loud noisemakers. I remember hearing them at full throttle, the things I would do to hear that again. And the exhaust nozzles, they're even hollow. Oh, we do have some imperfections in the silver paint here, but that's not very much. I don't care, really. Wow. I am very impressed. This model is perfect out of the box. Now, obviously, I need to do a comparison with pictures of the real thing to check for marking accuracy, but so far, out of the box, this model is perfect. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I like to see, because NG, I'll be honest, they haven't really been living up to my expectations as of recent. I and several other collectors have seen a noticeable drop in quality control from them, and also just the release quality. Their releases in recent months in 2025, particularly in the summer, they've been pretty bad, to be perfectly blunt. Yeah, so seeing this is kind of reassuring. It's kind of a good reminder that NG still has a good grip of what they're doing, just they definitely have some work to do. Now, let's unbox the second one. So that was the first one. The second one I'm not going to make as big of a deal over because, well, I've already seen the first one. And, yeah, just going to look it over, see what happened. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one included the warning card for the antennas and such. It just says to be careful with the three-dimensional antennas, which, let's be real here, you'd have to abuse the model horribly in order for it to pose any threat to you, but I do appreciate that NG does watch out for us like that. Alright, so here's the thing. Here's the second one. My oh my. Uh-oh.
Houston, we have a problem.
Okay, wait. Let me get my Q-tips. Emergency Q-tips. I see some weird residue on the tail there. Here, let me get a look with my eyes. Okay, yeah. I think I see some dust or something on the tail there. Focus! Oh my god, my camera, it never focuses when I need to, I swear. Alright, so what I was looking at is if you look at the base of the vertical stabilizer there, you can see some residue. It comes off with a Q-tip though, so that's no issue. I can let that slide. Yeah, so let's look at this one, get a up close look at the fuselage. Yeah, once again, really solid. Underneath the wing here, looks nice. Top of the wing looks good. I just love the details on the wings. The details on the wings are really a selling point for me. I'm glad I got this model because I usually wouldn't invest in a model like this. I'm not very retro style. I collect modern airplanes that are still in flight. Oh boy, what is that? Piece of hair. That's what that was. I thought I saw a scratch on the paint on the horizontal stabilizers there. Thankfully, I did not. I'm glad I was wrong. Every time I think I see a defect and I'm wrong about it, it's probably one of the only times I'm glad to be wrong about something. I just realized I didn't really inspect the gear on the other model, but it looked okay. I didn't see anything inherently wrong with it. Yeah, the wheels roll, belly paint looks good. I do notice that there's no Delta titles down here. I know that some Delta planes don't have them. I don't know if all of the MD-88s were like this, but I mean, it's on the bottom of the model, so I don't really care that much. And then yeah, here is the first model, by the way. Yeah, gear looks good. The wheel's a bit stiff on this one, but I don't care. Wow, okay, so very strong start to this massive unboxing for the two 1 to 400 scales. Now let's move on to the big boys. Alright, so first on deck is the United 767. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this thing is covered in foam shards and stuff. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm nervous about this one. The reason why I say I'm nervous... Here, let me adjust the camera a little bit. The reason why I say I'm nervous is because I largely have not had a great experience ordering in-flight models online. I've bought one in person, and the only reason I bought it is because I had the chance to look at it. But buying online with in-flight 200, it's rather risky because, like I said, in my experience, I've had several models with quality control issues, or they were just a pain in the neck to deal with. I remember one in particular, it was very dirty when it came out of the box. It was covered in all sorts of weird particles and such, and I had no idea how to clean them. So I eventually got them clean, but it was a really tedious process and one that I certainly wouldn't want to go through again. But we'll see how this one turned out. Now, I'm saying all this right now, but I seriously hope nothing is broken. Oh my god. Okay, that looks... I'm sorry, I'm very excited. Like I said, by the way, the United 767 is one of my favorite commercial airliners out there, so that's why you hear me so excited about it. Let's get all that protective packaging off of it, and the thing looks decently... What's this? It's got like foam. It's got like black foam. I haven't seen that kind of thing before. So let's bring you on out. Whoa! Oh my god. And the color is correct though, ladies and gentlemen. This is a moment in history. Someone take a picture. Okay, I'm definitely not quoting Queso there. Even my dog is getting excited upstairs. She's moving around. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. This is something. All right. I certainly wasn't expecting the color to be correct because historically on in-flight models, they screw up the blue on the United well, just on the United livery, but here they got it right. The tail fade, it's not perfect, but yeah. Wow. All right, now that I've kind of emotionally recovered from that, let's take a good look at the model here. So that was looking at it from afar. When you look up close, that's when you see some of the issues. Like the nose shape here, it's too pointy. Ooh, wow, that's definitely not matching the 767 there. It's gonna be rather interesting. We also have a white paint chip on the United title there. That's also not very nice. I could probably touch that up though. And some, yeah, we do have some trash here and there on the model, but it's not a absurd amount. I can clean it off with my fingers. Yeah, we got even some aerial. Look at the size of that antenna. That is tiny. That's very tiny. It's a little bit wide, but it's not terrible. Okay, yeah. Lots of detail. A few stains and hairs here and there. Nice. Look at that tail. But the thing that hyped me the most was the color. That's something I was very paranoid about, but they seem to have gotten the color correct, and they even printed the engine cowlings, the access doors, and all that stuff on the nacelles. Look at that! Oh, spinner spirals. Let's see. Yes, look at that! Oh, that's amazing. I'm very particular about the engine details on my models, and please tell me that spins. Oh wait, there we go. Focus. There. Oh no, it's locked in place. I'm gonna have to force it a little bit, but yeah, that one's locked in place. How about on the right side? Yeah. Oh, this one. Okay, so they are designed to spin. So maybe I'll have to give the one on the left side a bit of a push. Oh yeah, there you go. It's very stubborn, but it eventually spins. The winglets. Oh, the shape is immaculate. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Very good impression so far. I'll have to again look up close. So far, the only issue I find with it really is the nose shape. It's not horrifying, but it definitely isn't that accurate. Now, on the right side of the aircraft, let's see how things look. Things look okay over here. Yeah. Oh, I see some glue residue on the engine pylon there, but that's no biggie. And a bit of a residue there. Damn! This model is amazing. Let's check out the landing gear. I just realized that I didn't even bother to check the bottom of the aircraft. Down here, I mean, everything looks okay. Oh, there's a bit of trash down there. There's even a little antenna right here. That's cool. the in-flight 200 logo there, it's a bit big. I'd say it's a bit bigger than what I'd normally desire, but it's on the bottom of the plane, so I don't care that much. Now, where did I put the packaging? Oh, here it is. All right, so another thing that has me hyped about this model is the landing gear. So on the other model that I have what the heck is this? Okay, so as I was saying, on my other model, it's a Gemini 200 model, the gears are permanently extended, and I'm not usually a huge fan of that because I do like the option to customize my model, especially between like the gear down and gear up configuration. So I always appreciate that when a manufacturer does that with their model, and this one obviously has that feature. But what threw me off is, let me open the retracted gear parts. Where is the part that opens? Sorry, I'm just really excited right now. Even I've already recognized a few imperfections on this model, but I'm still really excited about it because it just looks so good. Yeah, we'll see how it holds up in my comparison. Okay, give me like 5 business minutes. There, got them open. So let's get the retracted parts out. So what had me confused is this here. This is a part removal tool, but it's clear. I don't know why that's the case. It's very unusual. I've never seen something like this. Usually the part removal tools included with models are solid color, and they're made out of plastic. These are made out of plastic, but I've never seen them clear before. But yeah, let's put the extended gears on. Yeah, the wheels. Okay, the wheels on this one are a bit stiff, but I don't care. Just as long as they fit into the model. Okay. Nice. So. And these, by the way, these are magnetic attachments, so it's very, very simple to put them into the model. Set her down. Nice, look at that, that's amazing. Let's grab the display stand. Oh wow, this is a big stand. So here we've got the stand, the United title, and Boeing 767-300, one of my favorite commercial airliners. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. And yeah, the retracted gear. Okay, yeah, I don't care. I'll fit those in eventually. We'll see how those fit later. Now the stand, you just put the model in the stand. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing. It's pointed up a little bit as well, as if it's climbing. Wow. Okay, so very good first impression from this model. Definitely not what I expected. Like I said, I was a bit nervous, but here we are. I'm ecstatic and very happy with the way this one turned out, but now the question remains, how does it compare to its competitors? We shall see soon, and maybe I'll do an individual review. I don't usually do individual reviews of the models I feature on Model Airplane Showdowns, but I might just do it because this one's one of my favorites. Alright, so who's up next? So here's who's next. It's this Gemini 200 Delta Airlines A321neo in the 100-year anniversary livery. Now, this one I'm also even more nervous about because I had a very bad experience with a Gemini 200 Airbus A320 family aircraft recently, so hopefully this one's better. I haven't seen any reports of this one being bad necessarily, so we'll see. Oh, it's got the magnetic flap. Alright, so here's what we're looking at, and of course it includes the pathetic excuse for the stand, and here's the model itself. Let's see how she turned out. Take her out. Yeah, gears are permanently extended. That's to be expected. Okay, the landing gear looks okay, so that's a start. Things covered in oil as per usual. All right, so nothing seems broken, so that's also a good sign. Yeah, my main concern is with the gear. Okay, yeah, the nose gear. Oh wow, the nose gear is a bit messed up. So not messed up, but it's twisted backwards, so I'm gonna have to bend it back into place. Yeah, main gear, that's okay. All right, well, yeah, here it is. It looks good for the most part in terms of like its arrival condition. This is the Gemini 200 Delta Airlines Airbus A321neo in the 100-year anniversary livery. Wow, this is beautiful. This is a very good looking livery. And all right, so let's take a good look at the model. No shape, it's bad as per usual. This is to be expected. I mean, this tooling sucks in that regard. But yeah, livery details look very nice. Look at the stripes. Please tell me that's trash. Yeah, that's trash. Yeah, look at the stripes. Looks very nice. Yeah, I don't see anything too unusual. Vertical stabilizer, looks fine. Yeah, this thing is still covered in oil. My fingers are all greasy from it. Here's the other side. This model is very light, I'm realizing. It's very light for a die-cast model. Not that that's an issue, but it's just a detail I noticed. Very nice. How are those engines looking? Ooh, look at that. They have the dash for the, not the spinner spiral, but the dash for the spinner there. Looks very nice. The fan blades, they spin, of course. I can tell Gemini put some solid effort into this model. The QC seems pretty good for the most part. There's the Delta logo. I'm just looking at the details down here, some of the stencils and printed details. Oh, and there's the A321neo titles. Very nice. Very, very nice. The wheels are a bit stiff, but I don't care. That's really not that big of a deal, honestly. Yeah, the winglets look okay for the most part. Very nice. I think it's a bit premature to say this, but based on what I've seen so far, I definitely would recommend this model to other collectors. We know about the tooling inaccuracies about the Gemini 200 A321neo. It's not really an accurate tooling when compared to the A321 family or just the A321. But with regards to the model itself, if you omit the tooling issues, it's beautifully executed from the looks of it. I can't wait to do my in-depth review on this one. I'll do an in-depth review on pretty much everything you guys see here if you guys ask for it. And yeah, it's solid model. Solid model. Alright, so the last of the big boys and the last model in this massive unboxing, the Gemini 200 Delta Airlines Airbus A350 in the 100-year anniversary livery. This model is gonna be something, for sure. I haven't seen any of these in person, unlike the A321, but this one, oh my goodness. Ow, I just tore up my hand. Before I open the model, there's something it's kind of funny, I just realized. So this is item number G2DAL 1400, 1400, 1 to 400. I'm just kidding, no. It's obviously, it has nothing to do with the scale, but I found that as a funny coincidence. Now let's open up this foam here. Oh, oh, wow. Okay, what do we have here? Wow, the winglets are huge. And they should be. I understand that this one has the later and larger winglets fitted on the A350 family of aircraft, so that's accurate. It just caught me off guard. I don't think I've ever seen winglets that big, so that's nice. Okay, here, I just saw a very small detail that I found really cool. Uh-oh, we have an issue. But I'll point that out in a second, because if I find any more, then there's going to be some problems here. Oh my god, this thing is heavy. Alright, let's get that off. What's that? Oh, it's just trash. There it is. Wow. Oh my god, this is impressive. Look at that. Alright, let's get up close and look at it. So, no shape. It looks alright. I think it's good. It could be a bit better, but I don't care. The doors looks really nice. Those look really nice. Or do they? What's with the frame on the door here? It looks a little bit strange in my opinion. I'm not used to seeing like this outline here. It looks alright. It's not that big of a deal. I'll figure out if that's accurate or not later. But yeah, look at those stripes. The stripe application looks really nice. Looks like some of the printing on the door here. Wow, that is very much misaligned. Yikes. Oh, I do see some paint texturing here on the stripes here, but it's not terrible. Yeah, back here we have the model's also covered in oil, so that might have something to play into it. So vertical stabilizer looks nice. What I was pointing out though is some concerning paint scratches on the top of the vertical stabilizer here. That's a bit disheartening to see. Here's the wing. Massive wingtips. Those are massive. It looks good. It's accurate. Some model manufacturers actually screwed this up on their models, namely NG model in 1 to 400 scale. But yeah, look at those engines. The nacelle looks nice. The exhaust nozzle. The spinner. Whoa. Why is the spinner gray? Shouldn't it be black? That's very strange. Hey, at least it spins, so there's that. Yeah, it's gray on both sides. I'm used to seeing it black, and I think it's black in real life, but I guess Gemini chose not to paint that for some reason. At least the spinner spirals are there. That looks cool. Here's the right side of the model. Yeah, I can tell. I mean, there are a few small imperfections on the model, but I can tell Gemini definitely made sure that quality control was prioritized on these models. Would be nice if that was the case for all of them, but, you know, gotta pick some and drop others, I suppose. And here, let's get to the bottom of the plane. Bottom of the plane is... Oh, my... Oh, even down here, it looks amazing. There's so many printed details, so many little stencils. Oh, that is impressive. Gemini jets, as much as I trash them on this channel, because most of the time, the majority of the time, it's really well deserved. Gemini jets, I've said it before as well, they know how to do a model when they really put their minds to it. And this just shows that. Gemini knew that they needed to deliver on this model, and they sure as hell did. Just like they did on the A321neo. So I can't wait to review this one as well. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm so glad to have it in my collection finally. Did you think I was done yapping? No. So I want to test out the landing gear here. Whoa. Okay, hold on. I just realized this is my first ever 1:200 scale Airbus A350-900. I own a 1:200 scale A350-1000 with the triple bogey landing gear, but I've never seen this double bogey system here. So we'll see how it looks. Sorry if you don't enjoy bag opening noises, but just gonna have to live with it. Okay, so what struck me as strange about these landing gears is just the hollow inside here. That can't be accurate, can it? Again, I haven't looked into really doing like research onto the models, so I can do my reviews. But yeah, that was what happened with the nose gear. It's completely twisted 90 degrees. Please tell me I can bend it back into place. Oh wow, it's very stiff. I actually like that. I like it when the nose gear pivot is stiff because I don't usually like the nose gear pivoting. But yeah, that scared me for a second. I was thinking, oh no, don't tell me it's broken. I thought it just got rotated and screwed up. So here, we'll put the landing gear in. Just like the in-flight model we saw earlier, the gears on this one are magnetic. So the attachment process is pretty simple. Let's put it on its feet. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing. Okay, well, ooh, this model is, again, I haven't even done a review and I think I can already recommend it. Gemini jets, a lot of the time they don't really put in too much effort into their models, and it shows especially in the quality control. But when they really apply themselves, they can put out some amazing products, and this is a beaming example of that. Excellent work by Gemini jets. I'd love to see this, and I want to see more of this. Keep it coming, Gemini. This is amazing. So that's it for the massive unboxing. Now I just want to bring in my honorable mentions. The first one, you guys have probably seen before. I don't know if you guys will see this one before this massive unboxing or not, depending on when I post the review or when I record and post the review. But yeah, this is the Gemini Jets 1:400 scale United Airlines Boeing 787-9. In the future is SAF livery, Sustainable Aviation Fuel. It's an acronym. Oh, you guys will see on the model. But yeah, I just wanted to show this one off on the off chance that I don't post a review of this one before I upload this massive unboxing video. But yeah, here. So this one I bought at my local retailer, Grayland Station in Chicago. Here, I'm gonna hold the model up to you guys. And I had the chance to inspect this one. This is how I picked it out. And once again, like I was talking about Gemini jets and their performance, this is also an amazing model from Gemini. I opened a few of them, and some of them had some issues with them, but relatively minor, except for a landing gear on one, but we'll talk about that more in the review. Yeah, this is a great model, great tooling. Actually, dare I say it, the updated 1:400 scale 787 family tooling from JC Wings and Gemini Jets, they share the same tooling. I actually prefer that over the NG model version. Reason being, it's just my preferences, and sometimes that kind of negates it. It's kind of negated with the assembly quality, which I'm kind of looking here, and the wing flex looks very low, so I'll have to pay particular attention to that in my review. Also, if you guys see like oil on this, again, I haven't opened it much, so it's very oily. And then right there on the right engine, you can kind of, oh, what happened with the nacelle? Why is it angled downwards? Oh no, I probably should have seen that when I was inspecting the model, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll criticize it when the time is due. But right there, you can see the future is SAF, and SAF is an acronym standing for Sustainable Aviation Fuel. So that's always nice to see, and this is quite an interesting livery. This will definitely go very well with my 1 to 400 scale 737 MAX 10 that I have from NG model in the same livery. I'll definitely feature that one in the ending of my review when I do this one. Alright, this is the second honorable mention and the final model for Massive Unboxing 7. Honestly, the only reason I included the two models that I bought at Grayland Station, or the two honorable mentions, is to boost this up to 7 models. You know, Massive Unboxing 7 models. Anyway, the reason I wanted to feature this one is because it's the Spirit Skittles Airbus A320. This is arguably my favorite commercial airliner. I love the Spirit Skittles livery. I love the A320 Sharklets, and yeah, it's just one of my favorites. You guys have seen this one already. I posted my review, and I also explained why this model was so special to me, and I just wanted to feature this one again because, like I said, it's up there. It's basically one of my favorites. Honestly, I do not have a favorite, if you're wondering. I love airplanes, I love aviation, and I think there's different things to love and appreciate about every single airplane, and that's why I can't pick a favorite, because I appreciate different things about different airplanes, and honestly, some of them, they're not even comparable, so that's why I can't just decide on a firm favorite. But this one is definitely up there, and yeah. Now, in my review, if you guys have watched it, you guys know I trashed on this one really hard because while I was at the store, I opened all 12 of these that the store had, and not one of them came in without issues. They all had messed up landing gear. Like this one, it had a bent nose gear, and it's still a little bit flimsy because of that, but I bent it back into place. But some of them, they had broken main gear struts. Others had paint defects. This one also has some paint defects, but not to the same degree as the others. And yeah, it was a slaughter with this model. I was so sad to see that, but I'm glad I was able to leave with one. And some of you guys have messaged me about it with your experiences with this model. One of you guys, what was the guy's username? Superflyer. I forget that there's a few numbers at the end, but he messaged me that he went the day after I went to pick up this model, and he told me he went through the same set and he saw all of them. They were all messed up, and I felt so bad because, I mean, it's sad to see this kind of thing, but, you know, I guess we have to live with it because we've got no one else has released this in 1 to 200 scale, unfortunately. So, yeah. Well, that was definitely not the note I wanted to end on, but still, I'm happy to have this model, and I just wanted to give it a quick shout out. And that's a wrap. And wow, that was actually longer than I expected. So let's finish this up quite quickly. So that's Massive Unboxing 7. Thanks for joining me. Overall, a really nice set of models. I'm very much blown away by all of these models. Maybe not the Spirit A320, but from the models in the box, from the new ones, instantly blown away by pretty much by all of them. The MD-88s were amazing. The 767 definitely surpassed my expectations. The color of the blue, that really got me because I wasn't expecting that to be right. And I didn't really see anything egregiously wrong with it, which that was also a surprise because I expected much bigger issues, but thankfully there weren't. The two Gemini Delta 100 years planes, I was hopeful for them. I've seen pictures and videos online, and they seem pretty good, and thankfully they turn out very good in my case as well. I'm very much looking forward to review these two, as well as the United SAF 787 and the Delta MD-88s, and you guys will be seeing the United 767 shortly in Model Airplane Showdown, so stay tuned for that episode. I don't know when that's going to come out, but hopefully soon. But that's all I've got for today. As always, if you have questions or feedback, well, probably not feedback on this one because this video is very much not up to par with the other ones that I do. Not that the bar is very high. But yeah, if you have questions or feedback, be sure to leave a comment. If you're new here, welcome. Feel free to watch my other videos about the scale models I collect. I do reviews, and I go into detail about what's right and what's wrong about each model. And if you want to show the channel some support, like this video and subscribe so you never miss another upload. Happy building, happy collecting. Please take good care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. I really have to get going because it is well past midnight and I should be asleep, but I think you guys should remember as well, I'm an engineering student and sleep is very much a myth to me, so that's not a problem. Alright, yeah, enough jokes. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.